yeah, there's a couple major things going on. It's a big change is the private equity interest, and there's a lot of it. So if you're a staffing firm that used to be looking at alternatives and only had strategic, you now have a whole new sort of window of opportunity with more financial sponsor, which is a chance to kind of retain control. So I think that that's been the biggest change that I've seen, and there's a ton of interest, which has been great for the industry. Do your homework. Every private equity firm is different. They have their own personality. Check your references. I think that's important to know who you're becoming a partner with, because you're going to be spending a lot of time together. So the second thing would be prepared, and your management presentations in terms of really being able to concisely tell the story of your business and why the levers that you're pulling are going to be levers that help you grow in the future. The hottest topic is finding good people. It's the same issue that staffing firms are facing. Finding talent to place at our customers is happening within our, finding people to work for us. Wages are up, so there's wage pressure similar to what our customers are feeling, and retention is important. So this is probably the single biggest thing that we talk about. And the second is kind of the ongoing debate between specialization, kind of niche focus. Do I try to be a specialty firm and maybe try to not take large volume business, or do I try to take large volume business and build the infrastructure to make that happen? So probably two of the biggest things. Yeah, so it sort of depends, right? It depends on the type of deal. I used to say the best staffing deal is a deal where, as we did in the select appointments days, you would buy a company, you would not do any integration, frankly. If you can find a way to build a group of companies that fit together, you have to maybe have a common back office, but you can retain some culture. I think that's typically the easiest way, but that's hard to do. So now you see a lot bigger deals in the industry where full-scale integration's happening, synergies, which is code for going to have to let people go because there's two people for one job. So the biggest thing I always say to people is, once you understand what the deal is, you need to focus and do the best job you can, because fear of change is the biggest obstacle to most people succeeding in an acquisition integration. And when I see people get that fear out of their heads, I've seen some really special things happen when two companies come together, and suddenly after 2 years you are one. So that's kind of my advice.